and welcome back to another video from Face Paint Forum Shop. I'm your artist rep, Lily Santoya, and today we're going to talk about chunky glitter. What happens when it dries out in your kit? Well, here I've got petroleum jelly, which is like Vaseline. You're going to need a spoon, a plastic knife, and chunky glitter, dry chunky glitter. So here we go. I have an empty mixing cup, and I'm going to pour all my dried out chunky glitter into that mixing cup. Now I'm going to take my plastic knife. You could use any tool you're comfortable with. This is just what I'm using today. And I'm going to scrape out all the dry bits inside that original container to get it back into that mixing cup. Alright, so now we're going to apply our Vaseline or petroleum jelly. And I'm using equal parts of petroleum jelly to the glitter. Now this tends to make it a little more on the wet side than dry. So just use less if you would like a more dry, chunky glitter. Now here I'm using my plastic knife to mix it all up. And don't be worried if the petroleum jelly has a color to it. I was a little worried at first because it wasn't clear right off the bat, but as you're mixing, as you go along mixing it, it actually disappears, and it does eventually turn clear, and all you see is the glitter and the shine, of course, of the petroleum jelly. So don't be worried, just keep mixing until it's all mixed really, really well, and you'll know because you'll be able to take it all out in one swipe. So you'll see here after I'm done mixing, just patting it down just a little bit more. Yep, it came out all in one application. So we're going to go ahead and take it out and put it back into our original container, sorry. So you'll just pat it down, smooth it out, make sure to get all in the crevices at the bottom to make sure all of your glitter fits in there. And the great thing about using Vaseline versus other product that's out there, in my opinion, is that you can actually use it over face paint. So once you've done your beautiful face paint on your client, you can use the Vaseline just like this and apply it over face paint. And it shouldn't smudge. Now, if you're agitating it over and over and over, it might smudge. But, you know, if you just swipe it over one time, you should be good to go. So here we go. I did this to a teal colored one, red chunky glitter, and a gold chunky glitter. Now you can visit facepaintforumshop.com for an assortment of colors. The colors do change every once in a while. We get new ones in. So feel free to check us out for new ones all the time. So I'm going to do just a random, another chunky glitter that was gifted to me. So I'm going to wipe off my plastic knife here that I used for mixing. And I'm going to take that dry, brittle glitter, and then I'm going to do the exact same thing. So I'm going to scrape off all the dry bits in my original container to get it back into that mixing cup. Now this is going to be the exact same process. Actually, I spoke a little too soon. So here I had a little bit of leftover teal, like aqua chunky glitter. So I decided to go ahead and mix it with the purpley one. And I'm going to add just some more petroleum jelly here. And sort of almost equal parts. This one came out a little more wet than I'd like. So if you want to start out with less and just see what your liking is, that way you know. I'm just kind of worried about them drying out over time. So I used a little more than I probably should have. So here we go, we're mixing again, and don't be afraid to mix your glitters. I think as long as they're on the, like, side by side on the color wheel, it should work out. Like purples and blues look good together, reds, pinks, orange, things like that. So don't be afraid to mix. Facepaintforumshop.com has, like I said, a great assortment of chunky glitters. My favorite one, I had to show her off here, Tiger Lily. So here we go, same thing. I scooped it all up, put it back in the original container, and we're good to go with that one. And we'll just show you here just a small application of after it's not brittle anymore. And I actually didn't pick up enough glitter. But yeah, I mean, it spread so much better than it did before. I couldn't hardly pick it up. It was so dry. So there we go. I'm going to put this whole little kit together, put it to the side. There we go. And now I'll just clean everything up. And so please visit facepaintforumshop.com for an assortment of chunky glitters. And be creative, mix your own. And you're sure to have a lot of fun with that. So very minimal things you need. This is Dragon Scales and Tiger Lily from Facepaint Forum Shop. Two of my most very favorite ones. So beautiful. I love it. I love Tiger Lily because it goes with everything. Doesn't matter what face paint color. And this green one is amazing. Boys love it. Oh my gosh. I just have it out. It's called Dragon Scales. And the boys always ask for it. So these two are exclusive with facepaintforumshop.com. Alrighty guys, that's the end of our tutorial. Thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see you in the next one.